Ju-on, The Curse 2 is a sequel that released the same year as Ju-on, The Curse in 2000, just 1.5 months later, with series director and writer Takashi Shimizu returning to helm the project. And since roughly half of it is a recap of the first movie for reasons I can only hope and surmise are purely financial, I'll only be covering the content in Ju-on, The Curse 2 that is actually new. Ju-on, The Curse 2 takes place sometimes after Ju-on, The Curse and continues the idea that the curse affects anyone who comes into contact with Psyche's house or has a relation to someone who has been cursed, whether it's directly or indirectly. Ju-on, The Curse 2 differs from its predecessor by being filmed more like a horror film, in spite of it overall having less of a creepy atmosphere, which may be due to because where I watched it didn't have the first 2 or 3 vignettes which as previously stated are more or less a recap of the first film. Regardless, despite being from the same director and feeling similar to an extent, the vignettes this time around feel a lot more disjointed and as a result are less scary, which is a pretty big problem when the film is trying to be of a more intense kind of horror. Finally, the acting is flaccid and the characters in Ju-on, The Curse 2 are inferior to the original. Overall, Ju-on, The Curse 2 is a good, but average J-horror film that tries to improve upon its predecessor but ultimately fails in what it sets out to do. It's not inherently necessary to watch in relation to Ju-on 1, but it wouldn't really hurt you too much. I'd say it's a 5 out of 10 and is worth watching.